Here at Sulphur Creek Farm, everybody's out this morning for the chicken adventure. We've got all kinds of inspectors here, making sure that the setup is done correctly. There's our inspector, Salt and Pepper, and we have Jack, the intestinal inspector, and here comes Booger up the hill, the liver inspector. And over there we have Isabella that will be doing final inspection. So we are all set with our inspectors and we are ready to start our chicken on this lovely Thursday morning. Oh, there's our chicken eviscerator now. First bird. This is always the hardest one. Apollonia has the first bird's prayer. A flamingo! The first bird gets to be a flamingo. Oh, I always feel bad for the first bird. You gotta know what's coming. Alright, so here is our cones. We just got regular orange cones. We cut them different sizes for the different size birds, since some of the birds are 8 pounds and some are just 5. And then we pull the head down and we do a full cut and then hold the top so that the bird doesn't fly out, which has happened. And it's not a typical bleed out like the the stress end of it, but we found that the bleed out took so long and this seemed to be a So we're scalding the bird now. The scalder is just a utility sink with an electric heating element to it. And it's at about 145 degrees. And once the wing feather is pulled out, we're going to put it into our super chicken plucker with water. And then there it is. Tail feathers to pluck. That's a little one.
All right, and now we're going to clean a chicken. The way you first clean a chicken is you make sure that it has good flexibility before we do it. So we will run it through a little Pilates. Then we're going to stick our hand in through the upper part of the neck to release the trachea. Here's the trachea. Hello. Once we've released the trachea, we're going to take the feet off. The feet can be used in many different dishes, including stock, a couple little Halloween dishes if you'd like. But boiling them down to a stock is a favorite. Then we're going to make an incision right about here, down by the lower part of the abdomen. Make sure you do not cut any of the intestines. There's the little hole going into and we're going to put the knife in and take the incision downward towards the anus. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Watch your fingers. Not for the faint of heart. All right, I'm going to take this slow so you see all this fat. We need to get through this fat. So we're gonna make a little incision. Oh, there's a nice little hole. Oh, not yet. We can see some visceral in there. See, there's some guts. Very nice, very nice. So I'm going to continue all the way down because I'm going to make this real easy towards the anus. because at the very end I just want to be left with that large intestine into the colon. Take this down. Good for stuffing if you make a bigger hole. All right, so this is a nice bird, nice and big. Ooh, good size. All right, so now we stick our hand in and we start separating out the connective tissue, all that fascia from the side walls of the rib cage and the spine. You'll feel it. Just pull it away from the bone. Makes it much easier till you get all the way up by the lung and the heart. Separate it all out. Feels squishy in there. It's very squishy, warm and squishy. And as you start to move it away, you can draw it downward until we have most of the internal organs down towards the base of the abdomen. Keep separating out the tissue from the sidewall. And you'll eventually find that you have your hand all the way up onto the trachea. You can put your fingers at the top of the neck and you can give it a little tug. Be careful, little green thing. Oh, making noises for me. And then we're going to try to draw that out slowly through. You can see the neck moving. We did not feed these birds last night, so they don't have much into that area where they contain their food. So now we have all the organs out except for that colon. You can see that right there. See how I have that colon separated? And I can take my knife and gently, without touching that colon, I can move the knife around and get all of that undercarriage released so that I don't have to break open any part of that intestine and keep all of that internal food waste in the actual intestine. And this is my homestead way of doing it. Everybody has their own way. I'm doing this for a video, so I can usually do this in probably half the time. But right now, I'm going slow for you. So there we are, we have it. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, perfect, look how beautiful. Now we have to get rid of the waste to the good. So we want to keep the good liver. There's that nasty little green gallbladder. So we're gonna have to take part of the liver off. So let's get the heart off because we want to keep that. That's a delicious little organ. And we want to get that little gallbladder away from there. And here is our lung. And then we have our gallbladder. So we want to pin the liver and work around the gallbladder as to not to spill it. It's green and it will dye everything green. We don't want that. So we're going to cut it like that until we get it. Oh, perfect. That was lovely. There's our liver. Now here's our I forgot the name of it. Gizzard. Thank you. We do gizzard treats for the dogs. So we will put the gizzard into refrigeration and then we'll clean them later because I find that much easier. And I just put all of my organs into a nice cool bucket. There's my beautiful organs in my bucket. And we throw all of our intestines in for the birds later, for the chickens. And there is our finished bird. La la la. Oops, my watch. Thank you. From Sulphur Creek, our farm to yours.